Yeah, it sucks. Being diagnosed with an eye condition and being told that you're gonna lose most or all of your eyesight, yeah, it sucks. It really does. It feels like your world is coming crashing down. But that isn't always the worst part of being diagnosed. Sometimes a lot of the trauma comes from the people around you and the way that they behave. And that's how it was for me. Hi, I'm Claudia and I have Stargardt macular dystrophy. This is my story of what happened when I was diagnosed with my condition and found out that I'm losing my eyesight. So my story begins in South Africa, where I was born and lived for 30 years. Now, the nose piece on my glasses broke a couple of times and I kept getting it welded on, kind of like Harry Potter getting his glasses fixed.
Oculus Reparo.
So I wanted to go to my optometrist and get a new pair of glasses done, and he told me, hey, it's been quite a while since you've been tested, so we need to do that before you can get glasses. I was like, alright, fine. Made an appointment. Then he tells me he's got this inkling of what I have, but I need to go for a second opinion. Yeah, everybody wants to hear that they're going for a second opinion, right? Do I need to go for an operation or something like that? And I burst into tears because I'm freaking out now.
2 weeks later.
They do all the tests and everything, and I get told that I have Stargardt macular dystrophy. So they explain that it's a somewhat rare genetic condition, and that my eyesight is slowly going to become worse. It's going to degenerate. My world came crashing down. So we tell my grandmother what was going on, and my grandmother goes, oh yeah, my eyes are also sore. Yes, that's the way to react when you find out that your granddaughter is possibly gonna go blind. Then my mother tells my grandfather. So my grandfather believes that I diagnosed myself. Yes, I diagnosed myself with a condition that I have never ever heard of. Most people have never heard of it. So I totally was able to, rig all the photos that they took of my eyes and manipulate it to show that there's cells that were dead and missing and all that shit. I totally chippoed that system. So, yeah, so I've been getting lovely support from the get-go with my condition. Now I'm like, am I supposed to be rethinking my pathway in life? Because am I going to be able to continue doing graphic design and art and stuff in the future? I had no guidance. South Africa, there's not much assistance you can get. I was just told, hey, join some Facebook support groups. With my mother spiraling, she really started milking the whole victim mentality with her friends and everyone around her to try and get sympathy. Then she said that I need to cover up my tattoo because it's got eyes on it, and in some tribal cultures and stuff they believe that if you've got eyes tattooed on you it means that you're going to go blind or something like that. So she wanted me to cover that up. Then she wanted to send me to the Amazon to some witch doctor or something like that because she believed that he could heal me. So yeah, my mother was really grasping for whatever she could, but at the same time making me feel like absolute piece of shit because she wasn't actually there for me. She was just using all of this to make it look like she was trying to help me, but using these stories to talk to people and get them to think that, oh, she's this great mother, she's trying to help me and everything, but at the same time that she's suffering and all these things so that she can get attention from people and play the victim as usual. Well, I got literally no actual support, so I had a lot of turmoil and distress. I was going through major depression. Then she decided she found some homeopathic doctor or something like that they're doing some sort of stem cell procedure. Then went for the procedure. So to put the anesthetic in, they had to put like 20 centimeter long needles 6 times into each side of my stomach. Yeah, that was fun. And so then after this anesthetic was put in, they put a suction tube to suck the fat out, which I could feel moving around. At one point, I actually heard in my stomach. It was really bad, and once this procedure was finished, for days afterwards, I had massive bruises all over my stomach from all of this. I don't know if this did or didn't help. To be honest, I've been lucky. My condition's been fairly stable, although my symptoms change all the time. But yeah, it's my mother that caused me to really struggle with my condition and stop me from learning to accept my condition and learn to live with it. Yeah, it sucks. It will never not suck. Ever since moving to Australia and being at Vision Australia with some other people with eye conditions, I've learned to accept it. I've learned to live with it and be okay with it. But I just wanted to share that a lot of people, like, the trauma doesn't come from the diagnosis. A lot of the time the trauma comes from family. Family telling you, you can't do this, you can't do that, you'll never be able to do this, you shouldn't have children because you're going to pass on the condition. All these things. And it starts really digging into your mindset and messing you up. So if you know someone that's got any kind of disability, stop telling them they can't do things. Stop telling them how negative it all is. Tell them, hey, we'll find a way for you to still do things. We'll find a way for you to continue living as normal as possible. I mean, I still do graphic design. I do. Yeah, almost legally blind person doing graphic design. I know that sounds weird, but with tech these days and the built-in magnifier and stuff, I still do it. I still do. I'm now doing like other hobbies, like I'm starting to get back into painting, and I did a puzzle. I did a 1,000-piece puzzle, and I'm really proud of that because I felt like I could never do that. I'm building Lego again, thanks to the Lego Builder app. I mean, that app is fucking amazing. I love it. So Lego, you're doing an awesome job with that app. It's amazing. Disability, like a lot of the time, the stuff that you can't do is a mindset problem because of people around you telling you, hey, you can't do it. But you know what? You can. You really can. So I just thought I'd address the fact that people need to know that it's not always the diagnosis that messes people up. Don't be negative around people with disability. Be positive. The people that have been diagnosed with a disability, they're already being negative enough, and they need people around them that are going to be positive. So be that positive light for them.